Hello and welcome to what should be a fantastic finish to the Sun Belt football season as we battle for the trophy and crown a champion of the Sun Belt Conference right here today. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the second-ranked team, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. This one will be fair caught. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line, those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
And it's a bunch formation. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Bringing pressure. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
They come to the line for a third and very long here on the opening drive. Looking downfield, it's Brown. He'll take a deep shot, and it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that team.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Marshall. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Brown. Quick completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And the Eagles are going to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the football. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The pass rush closing in. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Big throw caught on the left side. Got space, looking to score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Broncos offense back on the field now. Here's the toss play now, running left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. Defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's got it already past the first down marker. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Trying to find some room. It's Marshall. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Movement here from the tight end. To the air, it's Braves. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They finally corral him at the 1. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that. Another drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Georgia Southern's offense retakes the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. To the air. It's Brown. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch made down inside the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Graves. And here comes a deep shot. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the Georgia Southern offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass, it's Brown. Throws a bullet to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And the Eagles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Murphy. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the 4th quarter, it really starts to wear you out.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down. 2nd down after the incompletion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. This offense really clicking. Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Western Michigan offense back on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe at the point toward the second half?
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. They'll try to run it with the option. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Important second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Graves. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for. Because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Pressure is coming. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. 4th down. He's throwing for it. There's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Eagles will kick this away to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos offense back on the field now. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Scanning the field. It's Graves. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And looking to throw now on first down. Launching it. He makes the grab. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Eagles offense back on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw. It's Brown. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Looking right. This one caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Running out of time in the pocket. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the back now goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pass caught. And wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him at the 43. That's enough for a 1st down.
And that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. And you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Back to pass. It's Brown. Looks to the left. Pass caught. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's complete. He stopped, but he gets a first down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the end route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost him.
On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a strong stiff arm.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And now the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Hey, I can understand why they're trying to run the football here, but Chris, let's face it, the way this quarterback's been throwing it around, I'm surprised we didn't see them call his number. He's already thrown for 3 touchdowns.
An important third down and goal now. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal tip. Hold your breath here. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Western Michigan offense back on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Using his legs here. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. No huddle now for the offense.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Graves. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, Doc's back looking for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made at the 13, but here we go, a red zone opportunity. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. That's a design quarterback keeper. They prevent the touchdown. Ball be spotted at the 3. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Georgia Southern's offense retakes the field now. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
To throw, it's Brown. Catch made on the left side. He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And the Eagles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Single back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run phase, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner will be brought down. The Broncos offense back on the field now. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Back to throw. It's Graves. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Broncos. They go in front in the final minute of play. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope the defense can make a stop on this final drive. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Georgia Southern offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Then he'll run out of bounds and picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, great job here getting out of bounds. I know you didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your one timeout, and now you got a real chance.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Dropping back, it's Brown. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he runs out of bounds after a good scramble to pick up the first down yardage and stop the clock here.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a first down and get out of bounds.
And the Eagles lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. Special seasons have a way of leading to games.